Hello, and welcome to Froala. Today we're diving into how you can implement image tagging using Angular and Froala Editor, specifically version 4.4, which now supports Angular 19. Before we take a look at how this works, let's first talk about image tagging. What is it exactly? Well, it's a process that uses AI and machine learning to generate descriptive tags based on the general features of an image. So, what does this mean? It might be better to show you. Okay, so for example, we have this picture. So it's a picture of ducks. If you were to describe this image using one word, what words would pop out from your mind? So for example, you could say the word duck, or maybe mallard, or bird, or animal. So image tagging essentially does all that automatically. Alright, so let's move on to the implementation. First, open up your CLI and let's create our Angular app using ng space create space the name of your project. Then you'll need to install Froala Editor using npm space install space Angular dash Froala dash WYSIWYG. Once you click enter, and once the project has been created, open your project and navigate to angular.json. So in this file, look for the styles and scripts options. So I'll just highlight these here. And we have to import the necessary Froala packages. So these are the minified CSS and the minified JS. So once we have this, go back to the CLI and we have to generate our component. So type in ng generate component and we'll name it editor. So click enter and you should be able to see this file, editor.component.ts. So here it is. So we're importing Froala editor module and Froala view module from the Angular Froala WYSIWYG package. And note that we're also importing this environment from a file called environment.ts, which is here. So this contains all our file stack keys that we will be using, so we don't want them here. Okay, so for the editor component, you can see that we have this object, and these are just the Froala options and properties. So we have the min height, we have the file stack options, since file stack natively comes with Froala since version 4.3. So for the file stack options, we have upload to file stack only, set it true. We have our API key from the environment, and we have our picker options. So we're accepting all images, images of all types, and we're accepting uploads from the local file system. We also have the file stack events. So we're only going to be focusing on the uploaded to file stack event. So once an image is uploaded, we're going to be handling that. Before we delve deeper into this function, let's first open up index.html and import the required scripts for file stack. So we have the CSS here, and we have the JavaScript files here. So this ensures that file stack looks and performs exactly as it should. And when we have this, we need to go back to our editor component And let's start by creating this function. So perform image tagging. But we're using the file handle as the parameter. So this is the function. We're importing our policy and signature from the environment.ts file. Oh, by the way, you should be able to get your policy and signature from the FileStack dashboard. So just go to security and you can generate your own policy and signature from there and copy paste into your application. And we're going to be declaring this image tagging URL, which contains the CDN for FileStack and the policy and signature, followed by the tags API and our file handle. So next, we're going to be calling this function, scan image, which is here. So it just fetches a result from the FileStack image tagging API, and it just returns it back to the perform image tagging function. So once it has the results, we're going to check if it actually contains something. And if it does, we're going to loop through it, and we're going to assign both the key and value from the pair into a displayable list. So we're going to be displaying it here to result element, which has the ID image tagging results. So how do we display the results? So first we need to go to app.component.ts. So in this file, just copy this code. It essentially imports the editor component. And then we're going to app.component.html. We're just going to add app editor over here so that the Froala editor appears on our DOM. As for the structure itself of the editor, just open up editor.component.html and make sure that it has these two lines. So the first one displays the Froala editor itself, and the second one is the container for the image tags as seen here. So image tagging results, that's this div right here. And that's it. To run this application, just open your CLI, type ng-serve, and you should see the following screen. So notice how we have this FileStack image picker icon now. So just click it, select files to upload. I'll be choosing the ducks image. Click upload. And now we have the results of the image tagging analysis. So you can play around and transform the image further, but we're going to be focusing on these. So these are the keywords for the image. It says that the animal has a value of 98. The anseriformes 98 as well. This just means a bird, essentially. And we also have the word bird, which has a value of 98. Duck, 98 as well. Mallard, 98 as well. And we also have a waterfowl, which is 98. So it's pretty consistent. It was able to detect the general features of this image. So if you were to use it in your application, you could maybe filter it so that only the top 3 tags are shown. So that would be much more reliable than just getting all the results, but it's up to you. And that's it for the Froala, FileStack, and Angular tutorial for image tagging. If you want to see the full implementation or guide, click on the link in the description below. I'll see you again at the next Froala tutorial.